at the numbers. They know people were gonna bite on that. They knew it, so it was great for marketing, 100%. But let's see what Stephen A got to say.
Critics said it best when they said that if you make a bad movie, typically you don't have a sequel. So if you look at the decision and the manner in which that was handled and the way it served to alienate folks back at that time, you would think that he wouldn't want to remind people of that, considering the heat he took from that. And unfortunately, he was tone deaf, and that's not the decision. That's not the path that he took. This was corny as hell. It was cringy. It was all of that. We know this. You're promoting an alcoholic beverage and trying to give people the impression that this could be your final season, that you might end up retiring. And so, one other person joked and they said, you know what, that's like Jordan. Compare that to Jordan saying, I'm back. What if he had said, no, I'm teasing you, and then it happened to be a Hanes commercial? What if it had been something like that? And that's what this was the equivalent of. In the end, I don't understand why the second greatest player who ever lived, a 4-time champion, a 4-time league MVP, one of the greatest players who have ever lived, would stoop to trying to garner attention for himself with something other than trying to win a damn championship. I want to be in Southern California come June. Are Lakers gonna win? Lakers gonna be in the picture. That's what I care about. I don't give a damn about some Hennessy commercial, especially from him. A matter of fact, if you play like garbage at any point in time when it really, really counts, I'm going to think about the Hennessy commercial and wonder if you was drinking something before the game. I mean, that's what's going to have me thinking about. I want to be in Southern California.
Oh my God.
I love Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma.
Yo, let me let it play.
I love the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yo, I don't want to be in Oklahoma City come June. I tried that, Swagoo. I Swagoo, I don't know if you noticed it now. I was trying to get from Minnesota to Oklahoma City. That was tough. I had to come out of my pocket to get that. All right. I want to be in Southern California. I want to be in Southern California. I want the finals in LA. Can I get that? Because the one time they went to the finals and won it all with him in the Lakers uniform was when they were in the bubble. That wasn't in LA. That was in a bubble in Orlando. I would like to be in LA in June.
He is number one Bull City, bro. He is number one, bro. No, we gotta call this spade a spade, bro. He's number one. I know a lot of Jordan. Listen, man, listen. Jordan was number one for a long time. That torch has sailed, and that shit has sailed for years now. That torch sold. When did that torch actually get taken? Because if you want me to be 100% truthful about it, that torch was gone when Kobe was in the league. Before LeBron, that torch was gone. But, because of his name, because it's Michael Jordan, everybody was holding on to Michael Jordan. But then when we came in with Bron, hey, man, I knew what it was. I knew what time it was. I knew exactly who it was. I'll say, Bron finna take that torch. But I'm going to say rightfully so. Rightfully so, everybody was criticizing him to the T on everything that he was doing. They were trying to compare it to Jordan. Rightfully so. That's what they're gonna do. They gotta compare greatness to greatness, and you come out with it, right? But however, at this point, doing it for this long and still being dominant while doing it, nah, fam. We gotta let that go. We gotta let that shit fall to the wayside. Jordan has fallen to number 2. LeBron is number 1. Until somebody else comes up and outdo LeBron James, they get 50,000 points plus, and they do all the things that LeBron has done and 5 exit. LeBron number 1. I'm not gonna talk about the rings, because if we're gonna bring rings in, we gotta bring other players into the equation. I can't do that because we all know we wouldn't be having that discussion. That wouldn't be a truthful conversation, right? No. I know, bro. I know you are. But I'm talking about like for the people who really die hard about the shit. You feel me? But to get to the topic though, to get to what they're saying here, this was, even though a lot of people thought it was cringe, I thought it was great, and not because of the fact that I'm a fan. I'm looking at it from the business aspect of it. This was a great thing because why? people already talk about, like he said, the first time, he tried to use the analogy of, when you had a bad movie, you don't think to make a sequel out of it, right? Cool. But however, marketing is marketing, whether it's negative or positive. Y'all remember Ashton Hall, right? Y'all remember when Ashton Hall went viral for doing that shit he been doing, waking up in the morning, getting out of bed, wiping the fucking banana skin on his face, taking the little shit off his mouth, and then talking to a laptop that wasn't nobody even knowing, talking about we need to make 20. You went from 10,000, now we need to do 20,000. Then jumping into the pool at 7:01, and then all of a sudden he jumped into that bitch at 7:04. It's like, fam, how the fuck it took you 3 minutes to dive into the pool? The marketing aspect of it. So when you talk about LeBron James in this aspect, although a lot of people thought it was cringe, especially Cantor don't like LeBron James. He never liked him, but who gives a fuck about Cantor? Who the fuck is he, right? Who the fuck is he? Don't nobody give a fuck about Cantor. Don't nobody give a fuck about Cantor. If Cantor wasn't talking about LeBron, nobody would know who the fuck he is. So that's neither here nor there. But then the fact that, hey, shout out to you, DJ Ace. Appreciate you, big dog. But the fact that Stephen A. Smith, which is a great marketing, let me show you how it's great marketing. Because when Stephen A. Smith said, okay, well, if they go and play OKC and then he ain't playing too good, I'm going to blame it on the XO Hennessy. Marketing, that's a plug. That's what you don't understand. Well, he must have been drinking that XO. Marketing. So, yeah. So maybe it was meant to be cringe. Y'all got to understand, when you're marketing shit, there's no level to the creativity. Of course, some people gonna think it's cringe, but you think he doing it for the attention? Nigga, it's LeBron James. Let's be so for real right now. Nigga, it's LeBron fucking James. He don't need the attention. This nigga is a billionaire. What the fuck he need attention for? He don't need that. But he understands that his name sells. He's a brand. His name sells. So you put LeBron James in front of it, it's gonna fucking sell. Just like some other kid, somebody else is trying to sue him because there was an $81 ticket. He paid for some tickets because he thought it was gonna be his final run, which that was dumb on your behalf anyway. You should have waited until the announcement happened. But hey, it is what it is. But the numbers went from, I think the tickets went from like $80 something to like $700 something. So if you decided to buy them tickets, that's on you. How you gonna blame him? He didn't tell you to go buy them tickets. Like, that shit's wild to me. Bull City, he consistently performed at a high level, 21 years and counting. Did you see the John Stockton LeBron James played? Yeah, bro. Yeah, I saw that. I did. So yeah, although it may be cringe for some people, y'all have to look at it from the marketing aspect of it too. You got to look at it from the business standpoint. But I know, again, y'all got to find some way to try to bring Jordan back into the picture. Oh, well, because if it would have been Jordan, Jordan, people would have said this about Jordan. Nah, a lot of people probably would have had grace for Jordan. They probably would have been upset, but they wouldn't be talking, oh, Jordan, that's cringe. Jordan, that's foul, Jordan. Why you? They wouldn't have did nothing. They would have said, oh, it's Jordan, man. Jordan always playing, bro. Jordan always had that sense of humor, man. He always fucking with us. That's exactly what y'all would have been doing. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear it. This shit ain't cringe. It's marketing. It's business. It's bringing more visibility to the drink that he's now partner with. It is what it is, bro. Stop crying like little bitches. Stop crying like little bitches. That's exactly what y'all doing. Y'all just want to find a reason to complain about some shit. Grow the fuck up, niggas. Grow the fuck up. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit that bell notification. Also,